Hello. On this episode, we'll be taking you to Bangkok's Little India. At first, I thought to come here and get some Indian food, but now this area has been revamped to a weekend walking street. So after the food, we'll be exploring this charming area. Among the many Indian restaurants in this area, we choose Tony's for its reasonable price and good reviews on Google Maps. It's a small street-side restaurant with only 6 tables and an open kitchen so you can see the cooking right there. From the 2-page menu, there are many varieties of items to choose from. The cooking here is very simple and most of the dish starts with stir-fry. Not only the Chinese uses the wok to stir-fry, Indians and Nepalis too. The food at Tony's is a mix of Indian and Nepalese. This is aloo bindi, okra and potatoes. Shai paneer, cheese and tomato sauce curry. The cheese is fresh cheese, so there's no aging, very similar to cottage cheese. This is the plain version of roti. I prefer this type more than any other type to have it with curry. The difference between roti and naan is roti doesn't use any type of starters or yeast, so the texture is more coarse and has less elasticity. The next dish that we will be having is the chicken masala. It's stir-fried first with garlic and onions. Again, the chef uses tomato paste to base the curry. Then masala and Indian spices. Chicken masala, cheese paneer, and okra and potatoes. If you're familiar with Chinese stir-fried vegetables like I am, it's similar in cooking method, but in flavor profile, it's very different. Indian spices is the first thing you'll notice, and then the taste of the vegetable. I really like the texture of okra. It's snappy and then slimy. The cheese paneer is creamy, spicy, and has a little acidity from the tomato paste. The texture of the cheese is very similar to Chinese tofu. The chicken masala has a darker color, and that's what it tastes like. More intense flavors and spiciness. What's interesting is very similar ingredients and cooking process, but just changing from cheese to chicken makes it very different. Now when you have Asian food, Chinese, Indian, Thai, just by mixing things up provides a whole new experience and opportunity to explore. At Tony's, they also have this. In Thailand and neighboring countries, we have something like this too. This is the Indian version. What makes it different from the Thai version is this one has cardamom. The betel leaf nut chew. It works as a stimulant, very similar to having a cigarette after a meal. If I remember it correctly, it's sold for 6 baht per piece. Now let's continue our journey of this area. It's called Clong Ongang Canal. In the evening, the decorative lights provides a beautiful scenery. We also found scooters for rent to roam the streets. Even though this area is Bangkok's Little India, but there's many other types of food you can find here. We found an interesting espresso machine that uses the same technique to make green matcha tea. We had our eyes on this since we got here. Indian street food snack pani puri, deep-fried flour balls. The filling is made out of potatoes and black beans, filled with tamarind-based sweet and sour sauce, and a whole lot of peppermint juice. crispy, sweet, sour, and refreshing. If you like this video, please make sure you like, subscribe, and tick the bell so you never miss another episode of mouth-watering food.